the eternal conflict over supposed Hindi imposition. The national education policy has revived the familiar and the much abused language debate all over again. Through the three-language formula, is Hindi really being imposed on Tamil Nadu? That is the argument the DMK is giving, and the ruling party in Tamil Nadu has taken their opposition to the streets. Yesterday at around 7:20 a.m., a Coimbatore DMK functionary, Tendral Selvaraj, was seen as part of a group that vandalized a board with the name of Pollachi railway station. Why? Because the name was written in Hindi. Similar scenes unfolded today at Tirunelveli when a group of DMK workers blackened the Hindi name written at the Pavur Chatram railway station. Ironically, it has now come to light that the man who took the lead in the Pollachi protest, Tendral Selvaraj, has both his grandchildren study in private schools that follow the three-language policy and offer Hindi as an option. This applies to his first grandson Maran, who is currently studying at a private school named Subhash Vidya Mandir, and other one who studies in Shanti Niketan private school in Pollachi. Seems there's quite a bit of a gap between politics and practicality here, no? But Mr. Selvaraj is in august company. There are quite a few instances where Dravidian leaders run schools or their children are in CBSE schools which follow the same three-language formula that the DMK so vehemently opposes. Let's first take the example of politician and Tamil superstar Vijay. He runs an English medium CBSE curriculum school named Vijay Vidyashram in Podur near Chennai. CBSE rules mandate that schools teach three languages to all their students, which means that Vijay's private school is not implementing the two-language policy that is seen in government schools in Tamil Nadu. Which means that Vijay's school is teaching Hindi as a third language as per CBSE rules. Which also means that Vijay's school teaches students the same Hindi that he opposes as a matter of his political principles. Remember, the superstar had called the national education policy fascist and an effort to strip states of their autonomy. Next, let's take a look at the curriculum offered by Sunshine Senior Secondary School that is run by Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's own daughter, Sentamarai Sabarisan. No prizes for guessing. They too offer Tamil, English and Hindi for their students in primary and middle school. While in secondary school, they have the option to take French as a third language. Third example. The third example is of the man who is leading Stalin's fight against the three-language formula. Tamil Nadu's Education Minister Anbil Mahesh is on record saying that a third language will affect the linguistic identity of his state. But let's take a look at the school in which his own son studies. That school follows the two-language policy, but the finer details are quite perplexing. While English is compulsory, options are provided for the second language, and those options are Tamil, French and Hindi. Mahesh's son revealed at a government event that he has taken up French, but the school does have Hindi as an option nonetheless. Here's the thing. The most commonly asked question or the most commonly propagated myth is that the NEP, the National Education Policy, is adamant on Hindi. That's the farthest from the truth. The three-language formula is actually quite simple. You learn three languages, of which two need to be from India. It says nowhere that one of them must be Hindi. For example, if a student in Mumbai is learning Marathi and English, then he or she has the choice of one other Indian language, and it could be any among Tamil, Punjabi, Assamese, Sanskrit, or whatever is being offered as an option in the school. The opposition to Hindi and its supposed imposition has been a mainstay of Dravidian politics in Tamil Nadu for decades. But now the BJP is determined that the status quo must be broken.
हमारी ये भाषाई विविधता ही हमारी एकता का सबसे बुनियादी आधार भी है। कई बार जब भाषा के नाम पर भेद डालने की कोशिश की जाते हैं तो हमारी भाषाओं की साझी विरासत ही उसका सही जवाब देती है। इन भ्रमों से दूर रहकर भाषाओं को समृद्ध करना, उन्हें अपनाना, ये हम सबका सामूहिक दायित्व है।
More number of students in private schools are studying a third language as a medium. Why are you denying it to a government school? The worst part, forget CBSE, there is a third language, fine. Even the English medium matriculation syllabus, Tamil is not compulsory, which is under the control of the state government, the matriculation board, English medium. You can study Tamil or you can study Sanskrit or French or Urdu or Hindi.
Till they accept a new education policy, you will not release.
It is rule of the law. Every state is accepting that. Why they will not fall into the parameters of the governance? Why they will not cooperate? Due to their political interest. They want to create a division within society. They are divisive people.
We are not playing divisive politics. In fact, even BJP government is trying to force Hindi on us. Please don't impose three-language policy.
The centre and the government in Tamil Nadu have engaged in a protracted war of letters over the national education policy for weeks now. Once the state government refused to accept the three-language formula, Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan warned that if the state does not comply, Tamil Nadu will not get the central funds under the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Now, M.K. Stalin has written to the Prime Minister to complain and has said that this move is discriminatory.
Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. M.K. Stalin, has written a letter to Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji. He has written the letter not in a good spirit. He has mentioned few imaginary concerns through that letters, and his letter is full of political motivation. And one of the important points I would like to re-emphasize, NEP is not recommending imposition of any language on the respective students of the state. That means in no way NEP is recommending imposition of Hindi in Tamil Nadu.
Look, opposition to Hindi is a trope that the DMK and its affiliate parties or other parties that follow pretty much the same ideology of North versus South, they've used it for years and years. And without a doubt, so far, it seems to have found reasonable acceptance among their followers. But when one sees the vast gap between what these parties preach and what they practice, when we see how their leaders oppose Hindi on the streets, but don't think twice before sending their own family members to schools where Hindi is an option, one also wonders if the public can't see through this hypocrisy as well.